Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So today in this video we are going to learn about list view for profile in Salesforce, and following are the topics that we are going to discuss. We will learn to create, edit and delete the list view for profile in Salesforce Lightning as well as a classic edition. So let's begin the topic by understanding what is profile in Salesforce. So in Salesforce, a profile controls how user can access objects and data to carry out a particular business operation. And every time a user is created, a Salesforce profile is automatically assigned to them to describe the scope of their Salesforce action. So let's move ahead and learn to create, edit and delete the list view for profile in Salesforce Lightning Edition. So here I open my Salesforce account. Now here you can see that on the top we have a search setup. Here you have to type the profiles and you can see that here we have option of profiles. Click on it. It will redirect you to the setup profiles. Now you can see that here we have a drop down which named as a view. This drop down contains all the list view. Till now we have only one list view which is by default created, that is all profiles. Suppose now we want to create a new list view. For this we have to click on this option, that is a create new view. Now you have to enter the name of a list view. Suppose I want to create a list view for fetching out the licenses of a user. So here I name it as a license list view. Now move ahead. It will ask you for the specify the filter criteria. Here you have to select the field first, then you have to select the operator and assign a value to it. So here you can see that we have here the lookup option. Click on it. So here we have a option of a profile details. Click on it and you can see that here we have a user license. As I want to filter out by the user license, I click on it and click here on a insert button. Then it will ask you to select the operator. So I select the equals operator and I assign a value as a Salesforce. So it will filter out all the user licenses which have value equals to Salesforce. Then move ahead. It will ask you to select the column that you want to display. Here we have a two fields, that is a available setting and a selected setting. So here we have option for a search. Click on it and we have a profile details. Click on it. Here you can see that now the settings that you want to display, you have to move it to the selected settings column. So here we have a profile name. I also want user license, created date, and by using this arrow we can move user license and created by. So after settings the fields that I want to display, I click on this save button. So here you can see that in this drop down box we have a one new list view with the name license list view. I click on this and you can see that it will filter out all the profiles which have a user license equal to Salesforce. So with this we have learned to create the new list view. Suppose at some moment of a time you want to edit the list view. So for this you have to click on this edit option. Here I click on it. So you can edit the view name, filter criteria and the columns to display. So here I firstly change the view name. So I set it as a Salesforce license list view and the rest of the settings I leave as it is. So now I click on this save option and you can see that it will change my list view name to the Salesforce license list view. Maybe at the some moment of a time you don't need this list view anymore, so you can easily delete it by clicking on this delete button and it will show you the pop-up for confirming the deletion process of the view. So if you want to delete it, click on it OK. So here you can see that when you click on this drop down, the list view that we have created is no more located here as we deleted it. So with this we have learned to create, edit and delete the list view in Salesforce Lightning Edition. So now we will learn to create, edit and delete the list view for the classic edition. So firstly you have to shift to the classic. addition. Here you can see your profile, click on it. Then we have an option of a switch to a Salesforce Classic. Then you have to click on this setup option. Then here you can see that we have a quick find search box. Search for the profiles here, and under manage user you will see profiles. Click on it and it will move to the profiles setup. Now I want to create a list view which shows the profile of the user who can transfer cases and leads. So for this I have to click on this create new view option. Then it will ask for entering the view name. So here I enter the name as a transfer view. Then it asks you for choosing the specific criteria. So now I specify the criteria. I click on this lookup and then I move to the users permissions option. Then drag. Here you can see that we have an option of transfer cases. Click on it and here click on insert. I also want to add one more criteria, so I click on add row. Then I again click on this lookup. I move to the user permissions again. Then I again drag and select the transfer leads and click on this insert. After that I move to select the columns that I want to display. So here I click on search and click on the user permissions. From here I also select the fields transfer cases and transfer leads, and I move these fields with the help of this add arrow to the selected settings. Then I again move to the search drop down and click the profile details, and from the profile details I click on the description and move it to the selected setting, and I also select the user license and move it to the selected setting, and then I click on this save button. So here you can see that when you click on the drop down it will create a new view with the name transfer views, which will show the profile which have a set of transfer cases and the transfer leads. Suppose now I want to edit it. So I click on this edit option, and now I want to add one more filter criteria. So I click on this add row option, click on this lookup, move to the user profile. Here I want to specify the transfer records field also. So I drag and search for the transfer records. I select it, click on this insert button, and then I move downward and also select the column to display. I select the user permission, then I search for the transfer record column and move it to the selected setting with the help of add arrow and click on this save button. So now you can see that it will show you the user profile which have access of transfer cases, transfer leads and the transfer records. So suppose now you don't need this. Suppose at some moment of a time you want to delete this list view for the profile that you have created. So for this you have to click on this delete option and it will show you the pop-up for the confirmation. If you want to delete it, click on OK, and from this drop down you can see that it has successfully deleted your list view. So with this we have also learned to create, edit and delete the list view for profile in Salesforce Classic Edition. And if this video was helpful, click on the like button and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. Thanking you for watching and have a great day.